Embassynyc Mixshow, man. Saturdays 2 to 4 Eastern Time. It's your homie, man, DJ.MYSTER. I'm Mixing Scene 20. Shouts to J. Christine. She will not be here in the building, but we will make this happen tonight, man. Shouts to the one and only brand new artist by the name of Aubrey Mikel, straight out of Texas. Brother, how are you this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing great, brother. So, what part of Texas you from?
I'm from El Paso, Texas, actually. That's Southwest, if you didn't know. So, we on the come up.
So you definitely an R&B artist, correct?
Oh, yes. That's my primary thing, but, I do rap, too, and I produce my own beats and write everything myself.
All right, we'll jump definitely into that in a minute. So are you signed to anybody? Tell me.
You know what? I just signed with Nitty Beats' new label called Nitty Beats Digital. And it's still Playmaker, but, he's branching off into a new brand because everything, is going digital. So I thought it was a brilliant idea. He got at me January 24th. That's when it all happened. I can get more into that right now.
I was just curious, how did you get noticed with?
You know what? I actually met him on Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy because he was following me on Twitter, and I was like, yo, snaps, Nitty's like following me on Twitter. So I took, full use of that, and I was like, yo, I promise you, if you listen to this record once, you won't be disappointed. It's not a waste of time. So I had a record called All Around Town, and it initially had another local, well, not a local artist, but another artist named Baby C, he's a hot cat out of Dallas, Texas. And Nitty heard it, and he was like, yo, dude's hot, but I think I wanna go international on it and get David Banner on it, But that wasn't even the initial first part of it, It was more like he was gonna get Twist on it first, and then all of a sudden he surprised me one day, and he's like, yo, I was surprised you, man. He called me up. And then he got me on the phone. I was like, yo, who's that rapping on the record? And I was like, sound like Lil Wayne or somebody, because the energy was intense. And it turned out to be David Banner.
Okay. All right. So now you are a multi-talented artist. So you are a singer, a producer, and a songwriter, correct?
Yes, sir. That's what I do. I try to do it all.
What came first, second, and last for you?
You know what? I always been a singer and at heart, because, growing up, my mother would be, in a choir and stuff like that, so I always had singing in my heart. But hip-hop has always been my love, so I've always rapped. Well, that came second. And I always I like playing the piano and stuff, for my grandma and stuff like that, because she loved, music. I always sing her happy birthday at the age of, 9, 10, when I was a little kid, and then I took it to the next level.
Okay, so you do production, man. Can you tell me a little bit about that? How did that go about?
Of course I can do that, I had to start off, playing the piano, just hearing melodies in my head, and I wanted to control everything that I heard, so I figured why not make beats myself and, just get it out there like that, so everything you hear from me is stuff, just random thoughts that come in my head, and I just, encode it and make it sound different. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but it's just, when you hear the music, you can feel the passion, and it's different. It's got a different swing to it, but it's all me. So
when did you start playing piano?
You know what? I started playing the piano probably around the age of 8. So I play by ear. So that's what I do right there.
You have an official single. Do you have a name for it?
The single's called All Around. It's featuring David Banner, produced by me, polished up and mastered by Nitty Beats in his studio. So it's going down. If you haven't heard it, I suggest you take a look into it and listen to it.
David Banner, the guy is definitely big in the game. How did that work out?
Well, you know what? Nitty has a lot of plugs, and he heard the record, and he knows a lot of people. So as soon as David Banner, well, he shopped it around, like I was saying, and he was going to get Twister and some other people on it. That could probably be a possible remix. I'm giving y'all a little insight on that, of what is possible to come. But he got David Banner on it, so that's just, it's hot itself, and I look up to David Banner, Shout out to David Banner.
I gotta tell you, man, I co-signed the single. I've heard it. It's an amazing single, and this guy's voice is incredible, man. I gotta tell you guys. All right, so we already know the name of the single is again?
All Around.
Okay, be on the lookout for that. So who do you look up to as an artist in the music industry? Any favorites?
There's a lot of them, man. What do you mean, like R&B artists, rappers?
Just in general.
Just in general. Well, of course, I'm gonna have to shout out Usher. Usher has been a big influence, Genuine, Timberland all day with the production. Nitty Beats, of course, he got that, hard club banger stuff on lock, so it's just, I don't even know where to begin or finish. It can keep going, the list can go on and on, but those are a few of the artists that I really, that have really inspired me throughout.
Okay, so do you have anybody you want to work with?
You know what, I would like to work with Timberland. I would like to work with Timberland. I would like to work with probably Usher too. On the hip hop scene, I'd probably like to work with, let's see, Black Thought. Black Thought is one of my favorite MCs.
Really?
Yeah, Black Thought is his lyricism is just,
It's very authentic.
yeah, off the chain, man. Shout out to Black Thought and the Roots all day.
All right, so do you have a mixtape or any project coming up, or any albums coming up?
Most definitely coming out soon. Hopefully, I don't have a title to it yet, but you can be looking out for some around winter, maybe late fall.
Any features with it, or it's just all solo?
It probably, right now, it's looking like more me, because coming out, you want to have more of you, and later on, then you join ventures with other people on their journey and quest. So they get introduced to your fan base, and then, and so on. You gotta network, of course, but I want people to hear me in this one. So there's gonna be a couple features, but not too many.
Gotcha. Okay, so any upcoming performances, any on tours or what?
I'm hoping to get things popping with a lot of things going on. Shout out to all the Bump Squad DJs out here. They're talking about, flying your boy out maybe to Arizona, Phoenix, or stuff like that. Or hopefully I can come rock it over there in New York.
Brother, I co-sign you, man. I saw you do your thing today on stage. Guys, man, this guy's an incredible artist, performer, and then that being said, we want to see what you all about, man, so the ladies can get a feel of what you are, man. We want to see if we can get at least 16 bars from you, a freestyle, you know what I mean? You do R&B, so guy, man, do your thing, brother.
Okay, all right. Well, this is a record I did a little while back called Hey. I'll give you a little sample of it. It's like, shout it bad, but I'm feeling mad, 'cause I won't have anything she won't have. Best I've ever had, best I've ever laughed. Girl, I want us to last. Let me know where you wanna go. Damn, you fine, let me lick you from your head to your toes. Take control, right on top. Freak it to the morning in a hotel. Check out at 9 o'clock. Now tell me who gon' do you like I do you, babe. I know you're tired of them foolish ways. She's calling right now, and I know it's alright when I hear her say.
Much respect to you, brother. You definitely did your thing, man. That's what's up. Okay, so you got any last words to the public out there?
I'm a humble type dude. If you want to network with me or anything, if you ever see me in person, don't be afraid to approach. I'm cool, level-headed. I'm willing to work and network. I have much love to all the Bump Squad DJs and everybody supporting the record all around, and whoever been there for me. My group Sunset 2, we gonna come up. All love. It's gonna take a little time.
That being said, do you have a Twitter or Facebook account? Maybe people could check on you, or maybe a .com?
Most definitely, I do. My Twitter is at Aubrey Mikel. It's spelled AubreyMikel. It's different, the Michael. That's my govy name, so that's how it's spelled. I went with that. If you want to find me on Facebook, you can reach me through Aubrey Mikel Harrington. And it's AubreyMikel again, and then the Harrington is HarringTon. You can just find me through that, and I'm very social in there. So if you message me or anything, I'll follow back or reply to you. Don't be shy. I won't bite.
And we appreciate you, man. Brothers, sisters, I gotta also tell you, man. I co-signed this guy, man. I heard him perform at the Bump Squad retreat. This guy's amazing, man. So guys, be on the lookout for him. He's real heavy in the streets right now. Shouts to the homies and shouts to the Bump Squad DJs up in Texas, El Paso. And, man, we're going to get this going, man. Embassynyc Mixshow, guys, we're signing off, man. Have a great night. Peace.